Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne, and welcome to my Sun Sign Love series for August. We are in August, and I know for myself, and I hope for all of the viewers, speaking of which, thank you so much to those of you that are coming back, and certainly new viewers, and those that are supporting me and subscribing and liking, and I love and appreciate you so much. And so I'm choosing two sun signs is what I do for the newcomers, and I speak a little bit about each one, and then I do the tarot reading for today and moving forward, because energies, they may not be felt or recognized that same day, but they definitely move and transform pretty much daily. But these will be some guidelines and stepping stones that I hope will encourage you and uplift you for the month. That is my main objective with this channel. And so what I was saying is we're in August, and August is just a beautiful month, okay? First and foremost. Now, it's all on how we perceive things. A lot of times, certain energies aren't necessarily felt, but I feel like this is going to be the month for the majority in Leo season, where we have this brilliance of fire and energy and passion in our lives for ourselves, for our certainly our love connections. It's huge when it's in Leo season. Our friendships, wanting to get out more, wanting to do some fun things. Now, I know for myself, when I was told March 16th that I would not be able to return to work, and for a couple weeks or whatever, I was like, whoa, okay. I haven't taken that much time off in a while, but I can do it. And then hearing little bits about, maybe it'll last through June, July, thinking, okay. Because you got to go with it, right? You just go with it. And boy, here we are, August. So we made it. There is this feeling of that almost victorious feeling, knowing, wow, it's not like we particularly like it any more than we did from the beginning. It's just this acceptance that's come into play, acceptance. And like I said, play is the key theme, because it's time, and I don't like to normally say this, but I'm going to say it. It's the last full month of summer. Yeah. So we want to embrace that. And it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm speaking of being safe always. You know what that means to you. You are willing to just spend some extra quality time with your love connection and really just enjoy, and light up. And, this is the sun sign series. So it is about your personalities. It's about who tends to attract each other to each other, your desires, your wants, the fun stuff, right? And this is perfect. So we've got that energy working with you if you so choose to utilize that, right? And it can be many things for different people and what your idea of fun is, of course. Now, I generally always toss the astrology wheel, sometimes before because I get a lot of repeats, but I'm actually doing a specific one that I know in advance because it was a request. I always want to say that you're welcome to request a specific connection, or I just randomly do them. So today's going to be Gemini and Cancer sun signs. And so let's start up talking about the Gemini and Cancer connection. Now, Gemini is going to be, the air quality element. I always say air quality. It's an air element, and it is definitely an analytical sign. It is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is all about the mind. There's nothing that excites, I think, a Gemini more than to continue to expand their mind, to learn, to communicate. They love to communicate. They love to talk. They are very great speakers. They kind of really pull you in because they know a great deal of things. And they are mutable signs, so they're interested in all sorts of things, all sorts of people. They're super friendly. They love to be fair. They love to be kind. They have kind of a very sometimes dualistic personality. That's the symbol of the twins. And I've said it before, but I had a brother that's a Gemini. I had a sister, unfortunately, that passed last year. And the two of them absolutely were very, very much like Geminis, though I have found the different gender makes a difference in my studies. And it's slight, but it's nevertheless, I think it's just the hormonal, perhaps, if nothing else. You'll find that to be true in a lot of the sun sign combinations. But anyway, so being an air sign myself, I have found most of my relationships, which are about 4 or 5 of the main ones that I've connected to in my looking back in my history, which I always recommend people do. It's really kind of interesting to see, especially when you're just learning about astrology and you look back and you go, whoa, that's really interesting. Well, there's so much to it, and it's very, very accurate. You know, it's a beautiful study. And so I've had a lot of Geminis in my life, and I've had a lot of Cancers, and I get why these two actually work together very well. First of all, they're very close to each other as well. So a lot of times when you have the signs just before you or just after you kind of resonate, you know, in that conscious way where you're kind of picking up on that energy because it's right there before you, kind of learning some things from it, and then you then pass on to the sign after you, and it's just kind of this osmosis kind of thing, you know, just because you're so close, I would imagine, on the astrology wheel. But different at the same time. So the Gemini is extremely versatile, very, very creative. They love people of all walks of life. They love and are interested in all things. And like I said, their main thing with air signs is about thinking and really formulating ideas and ways to communicate and express their love and their caring through words. You know, they're not so much the emotional aspect like the Cancer is, but we're going to get to that. And but fun, absolutely caring. They can be detached because of the emotional aspect. Like I said, they don't work from that, you know, aspect of their bodies or their, you know, feeling type. But they're willing to listen, you know, they're willing to communicate to you why it is that they are the way they are. And anybody willing to listen can then work and establish that I call respect of just being different and understanding and wanting to work towards the relationship. That has to be a part of the main foundation, right? But this is actually really good. And I've, like I said, seen it a lot. So they're, you know, ruled by Mercury, always interested in learning, always educating, usually in educational fields or fields that have to do with, you know, writing and speaking or teaching, but actually interested in pretty much everything. Not really interested in any one thing for any too long of a period of time. They do tend to change jobs, maybe homes, and even relationships until they found the one they're really, really feeling that love connection with. And you know, this is one of those cases, like in all relationships, where they have to work at their love language. There's a wonderful book on that. I don't remember the author, but it really just speaks about how, you know, you can love someone dearly, but you just come from a different place when it comes to expressing it. And so, if anything, then you have the Cancer. And the Cancer is this beautiful water sign, very, very sensitive, caring, giving, receptive, intuitive, family-oriented, you know, caring, and they're ruled by the moon. The moon is always that very, very deep part of us that provides us with our feeling and our understanding about the unknown aspects of life. And it kind of pulls you in. We're having a full moon tomorrow in Aquarius, which I'll also get back to. But I feel like for myself with a water rising sign, ascendant, I always know when it's a full moon. There's that emotion that comes, and it's like it's part of me, you know, it's the watery part of me that it pulls me in, it gives me messages, it makes me feel, even though I am an air sign, we too can feel, right? And those are the elements that are going to make that happen for us. So with the two of you together, and that sympathetic and beautiful and empathetic feeling that Cancer has, boy, that's extremely attractive to all signs, you know, but absolutely a Gemini. And so, you know, what with that energy from the moon and that receptivity and the tides and the flowing aspects of Cancer, there's the sensitivity, like I mentioned, and they are, in fact, that crustacean crab symbol. And what I've always say is that they've got that outer exterior to kind of protect themselves, because inside is a very soft and vulnerable side. And they don't want to necessarily reveal that to everybody. So as you get to know them, and Geminis are really good at very, reaching people and touching them and exciting them and interesting them. So I could see them definitely attracting a Cancer. And then the important thing is that sensitivity is going to be there at all times. Sometimes some Cancers are more sensitive than others. It all depends on your full chart, since the sun sign is only that 1/12 of who you really are. But on first impression type of basis, and as you're going to know each other in this connection, that sensitivity can make them retrieve, because they don't want to be hurt. Who does? They're wanting to protect themselves, protect those that they care about. And I have found the one thing that I've heard a lot about is, in my own case too, I have a Cancer brother. I have a large family. Share with you. Thank you. Technical error. Yeah, I have a Cancer brother. I love him dearly, and we just can talk and talk and talk forever. He's very capable of communication. So that's where I think the two, Gemini and Cancers, can be extremely compatible, and just have a lot of fun. And passionately, there's a lot of beautiful things that can happen on a intimate level with the two of you, with that sensitivity that's going there, and the versatility that the Gemini likes in the bedroom. But my brother can also I won't hear from him for months, and I'll try to reach him, and and I think, oh my gosh, is he okay? And you start to get this concern, and well, he's perfectly fine. We never even actually had a falling out. He's just doing his thing and kind of staying, as balanced as he can, taking on the incredible energies of the world that they do, kind of taking it all in, and just kind of trying to really be relaxed and calm. And when we talk, it's as though no time has gone by at all. So I know that you know what I'm speaking about, Geminis, because that can be something that happens. All I can say is not to take it personally, and get to understand the rhythms of when that happens, and allow that for them, and then they come back better than ever and ready. And sometimes maybe shorter periods of time when that happens, maybe not at all, just a possibility in that particular element. So this can be fun times. The Cancer is cardinal. They are initiators, they're doers, they're very shrewd about, when it comes to their money and how they handle it, and can be, kind of conservative that way, but not always. And that's helpful, because I think a lot of Geminis can go one way or the other with that duality. They either just spend like there's no tomorrow, or they too can be conserving. So there is that possibility of that connection. That's an important factor in relationships. That's a matter of communication. Keeping that communication alive is so very important in all relationships. Sometimes more than a lot of the other aspects, which the younger couples and relationships and friends would say, I think you're wrong about that, MaryAnne, but trust me, as time goes on, you will understand, right? Depends on where you are in this life, what path, where you are in your path, your spirituality, and none of it is better than the other. It's just where you are, But I really like this a lot for many reasons, and I find that there can be just so much fun and kind of always a newness, with that interest in Gemini, always wanting to kind of bring something new and change into the mix. And they will be a great, partner for a long time, as long as you have that commitment that you choose to do, whatever that means in this day and age. I think right now there was a lot of things going on because of the Cancer season that was just last month, and I've brought this up before, and the new moon eclipse in Cancer, the retrograde in Cancer. Wow, we all had to experience, because we all feel all of the energies for every month, depending on what sign it is, right? We're getting that energy in, and sometimes it can be just so amazing, and sometimes it might clash a little bit with who we are and our beliefs and our personalities. We work through it all, though, right? And so there was a lot of emotion, but there was a lot of love. And this, when is it? Well, the new moon is going to be in Leo on the 18th. But before that, and I apologize, I don't know the exact date, but we are having Venus, the planet of love, and, you know, money and magically beautiful things and feeling good, and certainly that sensuality and sensitivity is going into Venus in Cancer, so, or Cancer and Venus, and that's a beautiful, beautiful place. So look forward to that for the two of you especially. And so, yeah, this can be very much worked out. Just being aware of the sensitivities and the little bit more of an emotional detachment that happens with the Gemini. It's nothing personal. They just need to understand and have those talks to come to the meeting of the minds, as it were. Because love is powerful and love is a beautiful thing, and it will last as long as you want it to. And it will heal all circumstances and situations. I think we've been noticing that in the global sense, you know, with all the transformations and challenges. It's really leading to one thing, and that's the healing that's taking place. It doesn't always happen overnight, but we know it will. And I'm staying strong. And I'm always sending love and restorative energy to the planet as a Reiki Master Practitioner every morning, and to you as well. And I hope, if you feel it like around 6 in the morning ever, hopefully you're feeling it and you're understanding that I'm sending it and wanting that to be felt by the world, actually. So let's read your reading now. This is going to be under 4 major categories, and I will explain them as we go along. I did incorporate, I like to use different oracles and divinations along with my intuition, which is very much a part of all of my readings. Regardless of the symbolism, I do bring out what's coming forth, or what I may have thought of prior to the reading and wanted to share. But this particular month, I am using the Art Nouveau Tarot because it is sparkly and gold and shiny like a Leo, and the energies that Leo exudes to all of us. And we're going to utilize it, right? We're going to make it happen and have a great time and just be passionate about our love and show that devotion and caring. And so, well, I'll read them as we go along. But I was going to say I incorporated a new, to you, not to myself, oracle this time. And it is the color intuition. Oh my gosh. I personally absolutely love color. I love all color. I love bold, bright color. I love pastel. It makes me feel a certain way. Each color I wear. My favorite is purple. I do love greens. I've had so many people come and say, oh my gosh, you look so good in that color. It's because I resonate with it, and it makes me feel beautiful, right? And I'm sure you all have a color that you definitely probably feel that way. But these cards kind of explain it as well. So I'm going to pick one of those for this month. And let me also explain that I like to start with the foundation card because I think it's really important, and I love what I'm seeing right now. And this is the catalyst. This is kind of your foundation up to this reading, up to this point. And you have the Knight of Cups. That absolutely represents a message of love, fulfillment, emotion and joy and happiness, and certainly in the category of love. This is the water element. So Cancer, you got it in spades, and you've been sharing that a lot this year. And boy, that's been so helpful with all the earth planets, with Capricorn being the main planet emphasis this year. And, that structure, which is actually being broken and rebuilt, to say, for lack of a better word. And so, yeah, that loving, healing, watery energy has been so needed. As emotional as it is, emotions are important. We have to have those, and we have to release through our tears and refresh ourselves and, purge the unnecessary emotions, but not negate them or not, try to hide them or escape from them. which is also something that can happen with water signs, you know, maybe drinking too much, maybe not drinking enough water. You know, we just get really, really, we feel it all. So this is beautiful. So it's information coming, and I'm sure it's already been spoken about, but maybe not. Maybe this relationship is new, so you're hearing even new things, more new things, and you're being invited out, and you're being invited to commit. And the beautiful things that come with love and sharing those kind of feelings with others. That's a great foundation. So then we have the first card, which is the overall energy for today and moving forward, August 2nd, 2020. And you have the Six of Cups. Once again, the water. So boy, I can see that there's a lot of emotion and a lot of love being felt right now and expressed. And it's a happy love. It's a happy time. Many times this has to do with happy memories, maybe between the two of you, rekindling something. Maybe this is a relationship that's come back. Those retrogrades tend to really bring back relationships into our life. And I've heard about that several times in these last couple of months. And, you know, for the most part, it can be phenomenal. You just have to be careful and, you know, go with your intuition. Make sure that it's the right move. For whatever reason, it's always individual, and there's so many scenarios. It's a general reading. But it's absolutely happy. It also represents memories, and it can be karmic in a lot of ways. Like I said, bringing something or a situation or a person back. But I love it. It is definitely reminiscing about happy times, wanting to be happy, wanting to be childlike, wanting to, have fun. It's Leo season, man. The sun is shining, and Leo's planet, he's ruled by the sun. So expressive and, just big, that's gorgeous. I like it a lot. Maybe thinking about children. Children come into mind for some reason right now, and that's something that maybe you have children that are, coming into your life because of maybe the time that they can spend with you now. They weren't able to. It's a possibility. Good, happy stuff, though. Beautiful, happy stuff. The next category is under the category of possible blessings or obstacles, and it's like it just never stops. You've got the let me double check with my old spectacles here. I thought it was the cups. Nope, it's the Emperor. Oh yeah, the power. Serious stuff. Well, that's that's a fire sign. A bold, authoritative fire sign. That's determination to the highest. That's a major arcana. So that's the minor arcanas are the pages and knights, and and people in our lives, circumstances, situations, the major messages that need to come forth. They're important for you now and moving forward, and will really transform things for you. So this is also the fact that this represents Aries, and Aries is the, powerhouse. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is all about making things happen, changing things for the better, instigating it. They're a cardinal sign. This is authority. This is, legal aspects of things. And this is the fact that we have Mars that went into Aries in the latter part of June and will happen and be there through January. So there's a lot of power. There's a lot of determination to make things happen, and with the Leo included in there. Now, I don't know what that means. It could be very well you're just saying, let's just take this relationship and let's just run with it, okay? Let's have fun. Let's go on a vacation. Let's move in together. Let us, it just goes on and on. I could tell you all sorts of possibilities, but you get my picture. It's positive, boy. You mean business. Action, action, action. That's what the fire signs represent. And as I've always said, when I get back to the end of the reading with the law of attraction, yes, action is imperative, but the feeling too together. So it looks as though you got both. It's really beautiful. It's powerful. You're feeling the energies in a positive way. Then the next thing you have is the category of love and how that's holding out for you. And we have the Queen of Wands. Oh boy. Another fire. Passionate, man. I don't even know how else. There's no other way to really express it. And the Queen of Wands, she's such a loving, very, very giving, very, very caring energy. It's a maternal energy, but it doesn't have to be a woman. I'm just saying there's that part where she just wants to give wholeheartedly, you know, that fire again. Could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But for the two of you, all I'm really feeling is that there's just this kind of maturity about your love, and you've gone through a lot, as we all have. Doesn't matter what age you are. You're at that other level, and it's all about love. You're really, really, really energized-wise picking up on the Leo. And it's really, really beautiful. I'm noticing the cat. I'm thinking, I don't have my kitten. I digress, but I got a kitten, and I'm extremely grateful. And I usually put him down for a nap, but he's not down for a nap. So if he starts to meow, I'm going to share him with you. His name is Eclipse. I got him in the second eclipse, just before the Cancer eclipse. And I call him Clipper. He's wonderful. He's been so important already. I can only imagine as the years go on. Back to your reading. I apologize. The next category is the category of, perhaps you have animals, the two of you are thinking of getting, though. Very possible. Both of you absolutely would love animals. I've known with both of those signs, you'd be really good at keeping animals, maybe being foster parents to animals and that sort of thing. So I'm going to bring that out and just say, I always go with my intuition as to why that's being brought up. Let me know if that's the case for any of you out there. And then the category of finances is next. And you have the Six of Wands. So you have the fire, you've got the cups, you've got the swords. I said wands, excuse me. Six of Swords. Air element. Gemini. A lot of thinking and stuff has gone on with you, Gemini. You can't help it, right? And sometimes a lot more than you probably even want. But what's led to that is the recovery and healing and restorative aspects of what can happen in your finances. You know, you're not afraid to speak up. What's stalling? What's been holding back the situation, which has been for millions of people right now. But you're moving away from that. You're moving away from troubled waters is the predominant message from this card. And it didn't come without some strife, you know, and that's the truth. Anytime you see the air, it's because they sort through it. They need that truth. They need to verbalize and express. And sometimes that comes with, you know, contradiction, and it certainly has. Not necessarily you particularly, but you've been around it and you've really noticed it, and you've had your say about things because you're not afraid to speak up. You want to share with others. And I think it's important that you do, and I hope that you will continue to on any platform with your capability and your incredible artistic, you know, flair for the communicative aspect of life and sharing that. So it's smooth sailing going forward. This is the time. This is the change. This is what everybody's been waiting for. Are we there yet? No. Do we know we will be? Absolutely. Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt. And that's beautiful. So finances are changing. If they haven't already, expect to be hearing that. And just so you know, I mentioned it a couple times. I've been waiting since March for some help. And it came through July 31st. And we're on August 2nd. So never give up. This is real. This is your message. And I'm really happy for you. The two of you can really start to figure it out more and have fun at the same time. Always remembering that right now. Take that time, boy. Because, yeah, you might be really, really busy. Even though you've probably been busy anyway. A lot of people are working. I don't want to take away from that. There's plenty of people working, and I truly, my heart just goes out to you. It's amazing, and I'm thankful for you. Let's go on to your color healing message, which I think is just beautiful. See what it has to say for you and what's coming up. I'm just going to randomly pick. I don't even know. Very interesting. I just got this yesterday. And, you know, I don't mean for that to happen, but I closed my eyes. So this is important. And, you know, it's number 22. Number 22 is a master number, which I call a magical number. And that becomes 4. 4 is stability. 4 is, you know, security. And the foundation is feeling amazingly good. And there's enlightenment, and there's success, and there's prosperity. So let's read what it says. Lovingness, loving kindness. Well, that's both of you together. Like a flower unfolding in springtime, I am refreshed by the loving kindness, tolerance, and understanding. My heart is tranquil, knowing that this love is me, and I offer it to the world. Wow. You know what I'm seeing? It's the brilliance of the reds, right? And that's our sacral chakra, our security, our, you know, our feeling of feeling grounded and rooted, right? And protected. Very important to Cancers, very important to everybody. And that's coming through, but then you've got the heart, the green, our 4th chakra, you know, just really, really opened up. Everybody has. That's your specific message in the colors that are emanating and energy-wise for you this month. And let's go into your super attractor manifestation message. The law of attraction and how we can create through, like I said, the feeling, what we need to, and make it ours. Write our stories. I let the universe catch up with my dreams, and dreams are very prevalent right now, and I've mentioned it in other Cancer readings, and because you are part of this reading, be sure and be very much aware. Write down your dreams. Sometimes I forget them quickly, and so you want to catch them and just write them down as quick as you can, or at least a portion that you'll remember. There's messages coming through for you. And then with Venus coming through, oh my gosh, in your sign, you guys are having, this is going to be beautiful times if you allow that in. Just revel in it. Fantastic. Let us read your Healing with the Angels. Let's see what it has to say. A special, beautiful message from our guardian angel, or whatever angel, because you can call on any of them. Spirit guides or angels at times. Blessings. That's right. And you deserve every blessing ever. And they're coming. They're continually coming this month and onward. So know that, okay? And know that you two together are a blessing as well. You know, not to be overlooked. And I pray that you're doing well. You're feeling this energy already, and certainly will. Let me know. And to those that are new, I always just like, if you did like this, to please push the subscribe button and the notification bell as to when I upload, and likes, share, whatever you'd like to do for me would be greatly appreciated. And I'll continue to come back with these readings. Would love to see you next month or mid-month. And so continue to take care, but please have fun. Please enjoy this incredible loving energy. And until next time, thank you. One quick moment. Come on, boopers. Come here. Come here, sweet babies. Just wanted to introduce you to my beautiful little clippers. Yeah, say bye. Thanks for stopping in. I call him Clipper because he purrs every time you touch him. He's amazing. Thanks so much. Take care.